Hello and welcome to the Messed Up to Setups podcast. I am comedian Michael Halcomb, and with me today, comedian Chrysalis Goring. You're not going to want to miss this. She's going to bring us a joke, we're going to workshop it, and then make up some jokes on the spot. So stay tuned.
It's all messed up, yeah, everything's messed up. We're going from this mess up to the next setup. Everything seems so messed up, but it's just our setup.
All right, this is the Messed Up to Setups podcast, and got comedian Chrysalis Goring with me. Chrysalis, welcome back to the show.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Yes, it's good to have you again, and I'm excited to hear a joke or a joke idea that you've been working on in part 2 of all the episodes. That's kind of what we do. So, yeah, take it away. What do you got for us?
Okay, so I have some ideas I want to work on that are in an earlier stage, but I recently turned 21 this year, and so some of the material that I've been working on is like things that are legal when you're 21 that were just such crimes when you were not 21, and that whole new worldview. And I've got a couple of different ideas surrounding that, but we're keeping it clean. And
Okay, all right, good.
but some of the things that I also find funny is, like, for example, Animal Crossing. This is really like me comedy, and so I think that's also part of it too. Is like, is this going to be relevant to everyone? But Animal Crossing is a thing that many people my age enjoy.
The video game?
Yes, the video game. So it's like a game on a Nintendo Switch, but there's also a mobile phone version of it. And like many mobile games, it's basically just gambling. It's just gambling for kids, and that's really all it is. But you gotta get little items for your animals and your little avatar and your virtual people. But it's just gambling, and you can lose a lot of money to it. So I just think there's something very funny about Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. Is really such a chill game. It's not a war game. You're not really building much of anything. You're like decorating a cabin and a campground, and you got little animals that come by, and you got like little, just like, you sort of complete collections of furniture. It's so low key, but they have this thing called fortune cookies. And so you spend leaf tickets to get fortune cookies. And it's a lot of leaf tickets to get a fortune cookie. But then once you do, you open it, and it's like kind of a 10% chance you'll get like any one of these like 10 items. And if you get the big special item, the rarest one, you get a scrapbook memory. And that's huge for people like me. That is huge.
Is your generation called Gen Z? Is that? Yes. All right, keep going. All right, I'm thinking of some stuff already. Keep going.
You're like, how old are you? Anyway, Gen Alpha, I think, is going to be worse, much worse. So get ready. This is not as bad as it gets. But yes, the leaf tickets you can earn in game, but they're also really difficult to earn in game. They'll just like take a while. So, but you can buy leaf tickets, in-app purchases, and it's like, oh, you could get like 50 leaf tickets for like $2.50, or you could get 2,000 leaf tickets for $40. That's an option too. And before you say no one would ever do this, a lot of people would do this. I am one of them. I did in fact do this. It's just, you wake up one day and you're $500 deep, and
There you go. I love that. That's exactly where my mind was going. Yeah, that's exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like people might, and I think framing it as like your generation, like, Gen Zers, like, I don't know. I wonder if you could even contrast yourself with millennials and make fun of millennials here.
Great strategy.
Millennials are known for doing nothing. Like, at least Gen Z does something. Play Animal Crossing, right? And you're like, I love the idea of like waking up one day and you're $3,000 in debt to a squirrel,
To Tom Nook. That's a joke for Gen Z, but I guess I could reframe that as to a squirrel named Tom Nook, who is a character in that game, and that's who you're giving the money to.
Yes, I love that. And then like badly. I don't. Is there like levels to the game? Do you like level up or not really?
Yeah,
Like,
there are. So the whole premise of the game, I guess to summarize it, is you get a little avatar and it's real cute. You get to customize it and there's all these animals and you like find maps and then you complete the maps and you like get the animal and then you make friends with them. And so there's
okay,
like different like aesthetics or themes that they are and like things that they like, but you interact with them and they bring you stuff and then your friendship level increases. And so every time you get a certain amount of like friendship with all your animals, your game levels up. And so the levels are basically how much you're interacting with these little animals and doing stuff in the game. So pretty straightforward. The customization is a big part of it. And the thing is, the stuff in the game was made like 10 years ago, and it's not that cute anymore. Like the base game stuff is kind of pixelated, it's not great. But the fortune cookies are really cute. They're really cute, and they have little clothes that you can like dress up your avatar in, like hairstyles and like furniture, and it's, it's really, it's exciting stuff. But
I think it's
sorry, go ahead.
funny like that. You could do a contrast here with like I don't know who was before me, like boomers or whoever you want to say, but like like that generation used to go to a casino. Like
Mm.
my generation goes to a virtual pet store kind of thing. I think
Yeah, like sad sacks. They would sit and smoke cigarettes in Vegas. All
right,
I can go to my campgrounds.
right, yes, that's funny to me. Can you lose stuff in the game?
Ooh, that's actually a great question. No, you can't. You have a certain, oh gosh, for like materials, there's a certain amount that you can have, and then anything over that, it'll just sell. And so you can kind of make money that way if you like collect a lot of stuff. Also, you
Hmm.
can't use money for the fortune cookies. Can't do that. Got to be leaf tickets. But you can sell things. You can like sell your items to Mabel, who is a God, what is it? Some animal that's like cute, but I really don't know what animal it is. Like a cute raccoon thing.
That's hilarious.
But anyways, yeah, you can't lose things, but you can always gain more. You can always get more. I just think it's also kind of funny that you're conquering worlds in like Warhammer, Fortnite. I don't really know. I don't play those games, but
Right.
you're doing stuff. You're shooting people and expanding your land and stuff. And in Animal Crossing, you're expanding the tables and chairs sets, expanding the amount of cotton candy carts that you have.
I think you have some good generational difference jokes here, for
Yeah.
real. It's like a good angle, Also, like the levels thing, like especially since animals, and you mentioned like a raccoon
Mhm.
earlier. I think it's funny. Like I haven't got past level one because I keep running over raccoons in my tractor. I don't know, like that's like funny to me.
Yeah.
Uh, and like the comparison that you have, like the similarity you have with the previous generation, like they used to go to a casino for like hours
Hmm.
and like come home broke. But
Yeah.
now, like,
I can lose all my
you
money
just,
in 5 minutes.
yeah, exactly. Like you play for hours and you have nothing to show for it, right? You stay
Mhm.
home. Like at least they got to go out, you know?
Yeah, so true. At least they went to Vegas. I just filled
Yeah.
out my credit card details in Apple Pay, and that's it.
So
I'm in debt.
Animal Cross. It's a interesting idea, I think. Yeah. So it's basically gambling, you said, like a
Yeah.
virtual casino almost.
Yeah, it's also kind of funny too, of I guess, like what you're saying of previous generations of when you were 11, maybe you were like smoking a cigarette or like breaking into an abandoned church or like doing cool stuff you weren't supposed to do. And it's like, yeah, when I was 11, I was stealing my mom's credit card to get the fortune cookie for the holiday edition toy shop. So I can have a toy shop in my virtual world.
Yes. Yes. That's fun. Yeah, I like that. Taking your mom's credit card. That's good. Okay, yeah. The animals, running over animals, the farming, the tables and chairs. Yeah, so I'm just like brainstorming of what else is possibly here.
I
I've
like
I've
that I
seen
couldn't.
Animal Crossing, but I haven't played it.
Mhm.
My daughter, I think not my mom, my daughter and my wife both play it, I believe. They play it together,
Oh,
right?
that's cute.
Is that a thing that you can do, right? You're able to link with somebody?
You can, yes, if you have a Nintendo Switch. So I'm playing the mobile game. Anyway, if you have a Nintendo Switch, you can. can go to other people's islands, so it's more like you have an island. So yeah, that's a cute thing for families to do. The mobile game is a lot less cute. You can't really do anything but gamble. It's also the thing that's funny to me about it is the reason they're spending all your money as a bonding.
I just learned this from a podcast interview.
Truly, something else that I think is just ridiculous is I was like, I can't play the real Animal Crossing because it costs like $60, which is an insane amount of money to spend on a game. And then Nintendo Switch is like another like $300.
Right.
Like, that's a lot of money. If it's almost $400 for me to play one game, like, why on earth would I do that? And then truly, I got the mobile game and woke up $500 later. Like, I could have bought the Nintendo
Switch. That is crazy. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Self-deprecating humor, but it's also a warning because like your kids are doing this. You might not know yet, but they're doing this. If you don't get the Nintendo Switch, they're gonna max your credit card out anyway. So like, just get them the Switch.
Man, that's funny. Wow. So you really are spending on there, like, and I think we could even do a joke about that. Like, you know, I was talking to a guy who just discovered his wife and daughter were playing this together, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of funny because that's true. They are literally playing it together, and I had no idea that that's what was happening in the game. Like, I wonder how much they've spent.
I think I think the Switches, I think there's different in-app purchases, but your wife and daughter are definitely spending less money than I have because there isn't the same like fortune cookie system. It's like a lot easier for them to like make things or get things like in other ways on the Switch version. So I think it's the parallel of, you know, it's the same amount of money. I also, I did stop once I realized that once I actually checked my account and realized that I was spending this much money on a phone game. I was like, well, this is ridiculous, and I gotta delete it. I did re-download it several more times and continued this cycle, continued to do that. And then I finally deleted it, and then I got the itch, and I went back on the App Store, and they turned it into a paid app. And guess what? This time, I got to pay $10 once on the app, and I've never paid for an in-app purchase again.
Wow. I love that there might be an opportunity for a joke there. Like I got so addicted, like I had to stop playing. And so, I deleted the app, but then I just went and bought a new phone and put the app on it. Like,
then I bought a tablet, and then I bought a computer, and then I was like, I gotta.
You just keep buying additional devices and putting the app on that new device. That's funny. Wow, good stuff. I appreciate that. Let's try to make up some jokes just from random prompts. See how that goes. All right. So for those of you watching or listening, I love this. We always do this with comedians who come on. If you go to michaelhalcomb.live, what you're going to see down in the, by the way, that's coming up. So if you're watching or whatever here, you'll be able to see it. If you're just listening, you won't. So if you go to my website, you will be able to see on the right-hand side 3 little tabs for the Joke Writers Lab. The first one is an online course I've created called the Joke Writers Lab. It's about 4.5 hours long, teaches joke writing. The second one is a private Facebook group where we can paste in jokes and workshop them with other comedians in there. And then, so if you want, anybody can join that. And then the Joke Writers Lab, joke writing exercises. And that's what we're interested in here. And if we click that, this new page is going to come up with a bunch of writing prompts that I've coded. So, for example, jokes from headlines, jokes from cliches, jokes from roasting, jokes from lists, fallacies, rhetoric structures, all kinds of stuff here. So we'll just do jokes from headlines. And what this is a dynamic news prompt generator that I've created. So if I hit the generate button, it's going to bring up headlines from media outlets that are like from today. So the idea here is just to, come out, go to this prompt, and then down at the bottom, we hit start challenge, and it's timed. So we got a minute, and we'll just bounce back and forth and see if we can make jokes. Like, no pressure if you can't. Great if you can. Anything is fair game. Doesn't have to be hilarious. Can be like the simplest joke ever. But all right, we'll do this one. Men who felled Sycamore Gap tree in act of sheer bravado jailed. All right, so I'm going to say that again. It's kind of wordy.
Yeah.
Men who felled Sycamore Gap tree in act of sheer bravado jailed. Sadly, this happened in the game Animal Crossing. I don't know. Stupid.
I was gonna say. Sorry, go ahead.
Men. No, like just, yeah, feel free to chime in. Men who felled Sycamore Gap tree in act of sheer bravado jailed.
I mean, the Sycamore Gap is extremely important to people in Indiana because it's the gap between them and their glory days, which were in college at Indiana State University, which is canonically the Sycamores. So they were really mad.
Men who felled Sycamore Gap tree in act of sheer bravado jailed.
Simpler. We love to jail people in Indiana. It's the number one economic. It's the number one business in the state.
Yeah, the for-profit prison system. Yes, I was thinking of what could we do with sheer bravado. That's a funny phrase to me.
It is.
Men with sheer bravado. So what did the men without sheer bravado do? Maybe men who felled Sycamore Gap tree in act of sheer bravado jailed, and men without sheer bravado crushed by a tree.
That's
So the tree fell on them.
They were jailed because their bravado was transparent and in fact not there at all.
All right, let's see what else we got here. The undersea tunnel network that could transform Shetland's fortunes. All right, we'll start the clock. The undersea tunnel network that could transform Shetland's fortunes. Yeah, this is interesting. The undersea tunnel network that could transform Shetland's fortunes. Leasing blueprints to Mexico. I don't know. Yeah. So,
Gosh,
in other words, they
where
have all
is
the tunnels.
Shetland?
Not fun.
I don't even know where Shetland.
I have no idea.
Gosh. Yeah.
I also think of like Gaza here, like they're known for their tunnel system. What other tunnels?
The undersea tunnel.
Yeah, this is a tough one, actually.
Yeah, this is where Ariel is making money trading arms across continent.
Nice. Yes, that's a great angle. The undersea. SpongeBob named president.
Yeah.
I don't know.
First plan of business.
It's ridiculous. Yes. What else? What to know about the fallout around the Epstein files and the Trump administration? Ooh, getting a little political.
I got
here.
one. I got.
Is that one comfortable for you or uncomfortable?
Yeah. Well, the first one. Can I just pitch one thing?
Yeah, go.
Okay. So, what to know about the fallout around the Epstein files and the Trump administration? Well, all the files fell out. They're hiding them, and it's like, where's the file?
It's so absurd, dude.
Yeah.
What to know about the fallout around the Epstein files and the Trump administration? What to know about the fallout around the Epstein files and the Trump administration? It's huge.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. This is the first question Ghislaine Maxwell asked when in court. I don't know. It's crazy to me that she's sitting in jail yet nothing is. There's supposedly no case here. That's the wildest part of it all. Wait, that was tough. That was tough. I thought that would be easier for me, but
I like the same. There was something about like the joke idea I had was could be reframed as like what to know about fallout around the Epstein files and the Trump administration. Janitor explains to passing child on White House tour.
Janitor explains. That's awesome.
Gosh, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Let's see what else we can do. Jokes from cliches. Ooh. So I use these sometimes just to get juices flowing. If I need to I'm in a writing slump or something. So this just pulls up random cliches. I think it got a list of like 1,000 cliches that it pulls from. So like a Far Cry, Once in a Dog's Age, Everyone Has Their Cross to Bear, so on, right? So yeah, we'll take one of these, and I don't know, better safe than sorry. What do you? His elevator doesn't go to the top floor. I don't know. If you see one that sticks out to you, there's gold in them thar hills. that sounds like something you might hear on Animal Crossing. Yes. How about? Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that's what Tom Nook says looking at your Apple Wallet when you're logged into Animal Crossing. The gold in the
looking at your Apple Wallet.
The animal's looking.
Okay, here we go. Here's a funny one. You wash my back, I'll wash yours. The number one most frequent phrase heard at truck stop restrooms.
From Trump said to Epstein during one of P. Diddy's parties. Maybe that one's too dark.
But... gosh. The new state motto for West Virginia.
The new ask don't tell policy in the military.
Oh, the favorite game at my family reunion. Oh gosh.
Like what clean comedians say before every set.
Oh, you're right. How about? Let's see. Yeah, we'll do a different kind here. We'll do one more.
These are
and then
fun.
We'll,
can really go anywhere with the
so,
cliche.
Yes, absolutely. So this one's funny. I like this. Finish the setup. And what this is, I took like 1,000 jokes from comedians that have actually been done, and I just chopped off the punchline and left the setup. So our job is to finish the setup with a punchline. So, for example, the oldest person on Facebook is a 101-year-old woman. Then we add the punchline. And so let's do this one. The oldest person on Facebook.
The oldest person on Facebook is a 101-year-old woman, and the youngest is 46.
I lost you there for a second.
Can you hear me? I'm having a lag on my end.
The oldest person on Facebook is a 101-year-old woman, and the oldest person on Facebook is a 101-year-old woman.
The internet didn't appreciate my joke.
She still can't figure out how to log in. I don't know. Yes. All right. In an interview, Matthew McConaughey said he doesn't want the Washington Redskins to change their name. But the Washington Redskins wanted Matthew McConaughey to change his. I got one. In an interview with Matthew McConaughey. Oh, in an interview, Matthew McConaughey said he doesn't want the Washington Redskins to change their name because it's all right. His like catchphrase. Let's see. We'll do one more. Let's see. Hillary Clinton has vowed to crack down on hackers who launch cyber attacks. In related news, Hillary Clinton has also vowed to crack down on the number of women her husband is with.
I knew more about him. Like the name, like reminds him of.
Yes. Hillary Clinton has vowed to crack down on hackers who launch cyber attacks, and all the hackers launching cyber attacks.
Yeah.
Laughed.
Oh, that's good.
Know. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. This is challenging. Crack down on. Yeah, there you go. Love the turn of phrase there. That's good stuff. It's good stuff. Well, cool. This is just a little website I created to, like help with writing jokes and get the creative juices going. But thanks so much for coming on, for sharing a joke, letting us workshop it, doing some impromptu jokes, all that. Thanks for doing that. And for everybody watching, thank you for watching and listening. Yes, check out farmersburgtheater.org. And then after you do that, check out michaelhalcomb.live. I'm comedian Michael Halcomb. I'm going to stop there and say we hope that helps.
It's all messed up, yeah. Everything's messed up. We're going from this mess up to the next setup. Everything seems so messed up, but it's just our setup.